I learnt this when I was at secondary school. We're working our way backwards because the one I sang last week I learnt when I was at uni, so in a fortnight's time I'll be singing in nursery rhymes. It's very old, not because it's a long time since I was at secondary school, although it is. Old's a relative thing, of course. Years ago, in what now seems like another life, I used to teach French, hence the French song last week. But for the last 25 years when I was in Stockport, I taught children with special educational needs. And about 15 years ago, I was working with a boy in Romilly. He was 10, and he was very fazed by the fact that he had a new teacher and he had a Geordie accent. He was a Geordie. I thought it was great. I love a Geordie accent, it does it for me. But he was very fazed by this. So I was explaining to him about different accents and how people don't say things the same way depending on where they come from. And I said, I don't say, what do you call? I said, what do you call that green stuff that grows out on the field? Grass, he said. I said, well, I don't say that. He trusted me because I'd been teaching him for 2 years. Obviously not terribly well because he was still special needs. I said, I don't say that. I say grass because I come from near London. What, every day, miss? He said. Well, special needs. So I said, no, not every day. I grew up near London. And then he thought, and then we had the light bulb moment. Oh, miss, he said, were you there when they had the big fire? How old do I look? It was 350 years ago. I didn't have white hair then. Anyway, the song I'm going to sing is older than me, but it's not as old as the big fire. It tells a story, much like the last one. It's obviously girls were still playing, were playing hard to get in the 18th century. It dates back to at least to 1760. I asked that nice Mr. Google and he said 1760. And it's called The Bailiff's Daughter of Islington. It dates back to a time when Islington was not part of London. There was a youth, and a well-beloved youth, and he was a squire's son. He loved the bailiff's daughter dear, that lived in Islington. But she was coy, and never would on him her heart bestow, till he was sent to London town, because he loved her so. When 7 long years had passed away, she put on mean attire, and straight to London she would go, about him to enquire. As she went o'er the dusty road, in weather hot and dry, she rested on a grassy load, and her love came riding by. Give me a penny, thou prentice good, relieve a maid for long. Before I give you a penny, sweetheart, pray tell me where you were born. Oh, I was born at Islington. Then tell me if you know the bailiff's daughter of that place. She died so long ago. If she be dead, then take my horse, my saddle and bridle also, for I will to some distant land where no man shall me know. Oh stay, thou goodly youth, she standeth by thy side.